Good morning, students. Okay, today in our data mining and warehousing, we can see the design consideration. How we can design our data warehouse. Okay, and previous class we have seen some of the what data mods, okay, information delivery systems, and so on. Okay, within this data warehouse, how to build the data warehouse. The second part is what? How to design the what? The consideration. Okay. And here in the design consideration, how can we design the holistic approach, that is considering all dataware components as part of a single complex system. Okay. Here, how can we use or how can we take account on all possible data sources and all non-usage what requirement. Okay, according to this, some of the requirements or common characteristics have been given here. Okay, let us say some of the characteristics of design, how we can design a what a software, sorry, data warehouse here. Okay, here okay, let us see here. It is a check are based on dimensional model. Okay, here when we are going to design a data warehouse, we have to look for whether it is a what dimensional model, and if it contain historical and current data, and include both detailed and summarized data, and consolidate disparate data from multiple sources while retaining consistency, and so on. And at the same time, data warehouse is difficult to build due to the following reason, that is heterogeneity. Okay, heterogeneity, what it means, it is a data conversion, quality, timelines. Okay, this all will set us what the heterogeneity. I think this slide have been taken in the previous class. Okay, just we can say once more, that's all. And use of historical data, growing nature of the database. Okay, and what is data content? The content and structure of the data warehouse are reflected in this data model. Okay, what should be the content and what should be the structure of the data warehouse? It will be in a what a data model. Okay, it can be assumed as a data model, and it is a template that describes how information will be organized within the integrated warehouse framework. Okay, we have a structure how a data warehouse to be. Okay, for that they will have a model. Okay, a certain model will be developed. The model, the data structures, data how to be stored or assigned, or how to be like this. Okay, that is as in a form of a model. Okay, and here the data warehouse data must be a detailed data, and it must be formatted, cleaned up, and transformed to fit the warehouse data model. And what is metadata here? It defines the location and content of data in the warehouse. Okay, and metadata is what searchable by users to find definition or subject areas. Okay, here in some other words, it must provide decision support oriented pointers to warehouse data, and thus provides a logical link between warehouse data and decision support application. Here what it means is it defines the location and content of data in the warehouse. Okay, that means metadata is searchable by users to find definition or subject areas, but on which subject. Okay, lot of subjects will be there in the data warehouse, on which subject we are going to which we have to be identified, that is said to be a what, a metadata. And it will provide decision support oriented pointers to data warehouse and will provide a logical link between this warehouse and the supporting application. And here the data distribution. One of the biggest challenges when designing a data warehouse is a data placement and distribution strategy. And here, data volumes continue to grow in nature, and therefore it becomes necessary to know how the data should be divided across multiple servers and which users should be get access to which types of data, and the data can be distributed based on the subject area, location or time. Okay, in the previous class we have seen it. And the tools is the number of tools are available, okay, that are specifically designed to help in the implementation of the data warehouse, and all selected tools must be compatible with the given data warehouse environment with each other, and all tool must be able to use a common metadata repository. Okay, on this slide is, I think the previous slides have been explained in the previous classes. Okay, now let us see what are the design steps which have been taken here. And here some of the steps, 9 steps have been here in the for designing of a software data warehouse. Okay, and here first one is which subject we have to choose. Okay, and that is choosing the subject matter and decide what a fact table represent. Okay, here these all are the various steps which have to be followed while designing a data warehouse. Okay, and for that we have various what steps. These steps are said to be the data warehouse. Okay, and let us see that choosing the subject matter, we have to choose on which subject matter we are going to be stored in the data warehouse, and what kinds of fact table. Okay, that is how much, decide what a fact table represent there, and we have to identify and confirm the dimensions. Okay, through dimension or 3 dimension or so on, and we have to choosing the facts and store or calculation pre-calculation in the fact table before the calculation have to be done, and we have to store it in the fact table, rounding out the dimension table and choosing the duration of the database, and need to track slowly changing dimensions, deciding the query priorities and query models. Okay, these are the various steps we have to look for while designing a data warehouse. Okay, this is common steps when we are going to design the warehouse. Okay, and let us see the technical consideration. Here now there are different number of technical issues are to be considered. Okay, when designing the data warehouse environment, these issues include the hardware platform that would house the data warehouse. Okay, that means The hardware platform, what it means, uh, choosing a database server and its capacity. Okay, what for handling the volumes of data required by decision support application. Okay, that means how much data we can be stored. Okay, that means for that we need some hardware, that is nothing but some um, hard copy memory. Okay, that means the chip, it is a hardware side. Okay, so here how many memory space we need there. Okay, and for that we have to allocate disk for that, and how we have to accommodate the processing and sorting and intermediate result summarization, join and formatting. Okay, all have to be done as in a form of what, the software platform. Okay, sorry, hardware platform. Okay, that means that is a communication infrastructure that connects data modes, operational systems, and what, end users. And here software, uh, hardware and software to support metadata repository, and the system management framework that enables admin of the entire environment. Okay, here this is the simple things what we have been look for here. And here in this hardware platform, so in a technical consideration, we have seen what a hardware platforms, a database, a balanced approach, and optimal hardware architecture for parallel query scalability, and so on. And here next one is what, implementation consideration. Okay, there we have some of the following steps, logical steps are there for how to implement the one. Why after designing we have to implement it. Okay, how your database warehouse how to be, okay, has to be. Okay, and here some of the steps they have been given. There was one, collect and analyze business requirements, create a data model and a physical design, define define data sources, choose the database tech and platform, extract the data from operational database, transform it, clean it, and up and load it into the data warehouse. Okay, what it means is how to implement the data warehouse there. What are the steps needed to implement is collect and analyze business requirement. We need various information um, from the different field. Okay, so we have to collect and we have to analyze the data for the business purpose. Okay, and we have to create a data, for that we have to create a data model and a physical design. Okay, for then only we will able to identify what kinds of different data are there. Okay, and what physical design it have to be, and we have to define the data sources also. Data sources, what they mean as what, um, various kinds of different datas. It may be text or image or pictures. Okay, bitmaps. Okay, and like so on. Okay, various sources, and choose the database technology and platform for the data warehouse. Okay, on which technology they have been storing the data, and on which platform have been therefore storing our data. Okay, and extract the data from the operational databases, and we have to transform it, clean it, and load it into the database. That means we have to extract the data from, there will be many data will be there, we need the correct, only the correct data. For that we have to take up the data, that is we have to extract the exact data, and we have to transform it, clean it, and load it into the database. Okay, and here we have to choose database access and reporting tools. We have to choose database connectivity software, and we have to choose data analysis and presentation software, and we have to update the data warehouse. Okay, so here this these are the various things what we have been seen on what in our implementation consideration. Okay, that means we have to collect and analyze a business requirement, create a data model and physical design. We have to create data, define the data sources and technology on one which we have to choose the database technology. Either we can be SQL or Oracle or any other MySQL or some other languages supporting will be there. Okay, that technology we have to select, and what platform for the warehouse, and the extracting the data from the operational databases, and we have to transform it, clean it and filter it and upload to the database. And we must have what data access and reporting tools, and we have need connectivity software and choose analysis and presentation software. We have to update the data warehouse. Okay, so here these are the various things what we have to be seen here. And let us see what are the access tools. It is very important here how we are opening a certain data, how a customer or a consumer or a user is access the data. We are using it by some tools. Okay, how we by the tools is a best way to choose. This is based on the type of data can be selected using this tool and the kind of access it permits for a particular user. The following list the various types of data that can be accessed. Okay, here if we need to open a movie means we need a what some player to for supporting to open a what the movie. That means that is a tool. Okay, if we need to open a picture means there is some kinds of what picture supporting softwares or tools must be needed. And if we need to open some what geographical information, for that there is a certain what tools have to be used. Okay, likewise any kinds of data which have to be accessed is made by some tools. Okay, let how tools of this can be. Let us see here. The data can be either tabular form data. Okay, for that a table have to be formed. It is a kind of tool. And we have to mark it or ranking data. That means according to some specification we have to rank the particular data. First preference is this, second preference and so on. Well, okay, it will be displayed on the basis of some ranking, and some multivariable analysis will be there. More than one variables will be there, how it have to display, and time series analysis or time series data will be there, and graphing, charting, pivoting and data visualization. Okay, all will be there. Okay, it may be in a form of graph, chart, visualization. Okay, pivoting tables. Okay, on certain it will be displayed by using some access tools there. Okay, and complex textual search. We have certain very complex textual search means some calculations, mathematical formulas. Okay, some symbols. Okay, all will come under this complex textual search. And statistical analysis. Okay, some statistics. Okay, some some problems will be there. It is very difficult problems, or we have more tabular columns. Okay, more lines. Okay, highlight portions. Okay, all will have to be displayed. For that we need some tools there. And data for testing of hypothesis, trends and some patterns. Okay, according to that patterns it will be the data have to be displayed. And we have the predefined repeatable queries. Okay, already there will be queries, a predefined repeatable queries will be displayed, and certain queries have to be uh, displayed there, and ad hoc user specified queries will be there, and we, by using such queries, we have to open some ad hoc one users and reporting and analysis data. Okay, after completion of some data, we may have to get some reports. Okay, on basis of some reports, the reports may be in a tabular form, or a, mostly it will be in a tabular form, or some other forms will be there. Okay, and analysis data, after we have been analyzed, the data will be have to be displayed, and complex queries, queries with multiple joins, multi-level joins, subqueries, and sophisticated search criteria. Okay, all will be there, and so on. Okay, these are the various access tools. Okay, that means the some of the output have to be displayed by using the some of the different access tools there. Okay. Okay, this all will come under the what? The implementation consideration. Okay, next let us see what is data extraction, cleanup, transformation, and migration. Okay, it can be seen on the next class. Okay, so here today we have seen the design consideration, technical consideration, and the implementation consideration. How we have to be used in as in a form of technical, it is some hardware platforms and balanced database management system, and hardware platform, software platforms, and so on. And in implementation consideration, we have seen what some of the things as access tools and how we can be implemented. There are some logical steps which need to build a what, a data warehouse. Okay, for that we have see some of the terms or points related to the certain consideration. Okay. Okay, tomorrow we can see the data extraction, cleanup, transformation, and migration. It is some of the among the important data warehouses. Okay, today we can conclude the class. Thank you.